Imagine stepping outside your home on what should be a normal summer morning. The sun has barely risen, the streets are quiet, birds are singing, but something feels wrong. The air is already hot, not pleasantly warm, not the kind of heat people expect during summer. This is different. The temperature is climbing rapidly, and it is only the beginning of the day. By noon, sidewalks are radiating heat. By afternoon, train tracks are warping, roads are softening, rivers are shrinking, fields are turning brown. Hospitals are filling with patients suffering from dehydration and heat-related illnesses. And across France and much of Europe, millions of people are asking the same question. How did it get this hot? The answer lies in one of the most intense heat waves Europe has ever experienced. A weather event so powerful that it pushed temperatures into record-breaking territory, strained infrastructure, threatened agriculture, and forced entire countries to adapt to conditions once considered almost unimaginable. For many people, heat waves seem harmless compared to hurricanes, earthquakes, or floods. There are no towering waves, no collapsing buildings, no dramatic footage of destruction sweeping across cities. Yet heat waves are among the deadliest natural disasters on Earth. They kill quietly, silently, often without warning, and unlike many other disasters, their victims are frequently found indoors, behind closed doors, far from television cameras. The European heat wave demonstrated this reality with terrifying clarity. As temperatures climbed across the continent, weather stations began reporting extraordinary numbers. In some areas, temperatures exceeded historical averages by astonishing margins. Cities known for pleasant summers suddenly felt like furnaces. Air conditioning systems struggled to keep up. Power grids came under pressure. Public health agencies issued urgent warnings. Meteorologists watched as a massive dome of hot air settled over Europe. This phenomenon is often called a heat dome. The name sounds simple, but its effects can be devastating. Imagine placing a giant invisible lid over a region. Hot air becomes trapped beneath it. Sunlight continues heating the ground. The heat accumulates day after day. Instead of cooling, temperatures remain elevated through the night. People lose the opportunity to recover. Buildings absorb heat. Roads absorb heat. Entire cities become giant thermal reservoirs. Each day starts hotter than the last. Each night provides less relief. And the cycle continues. During the heat wave, parts of France found themselves directly beneath such a system. Weather maps revealed enormous masses of hot air moving northward from lower latitudes. Combined with high-pressure conditions, the result was extreme heat on a continental scale. The effects appeared almost immediately. In Paris, tourists crowded around fountains. Residents searched for shade. Public cooling centers opened. Authorities encouraged people to remain indoors during peak afternoon hours. Across the country, emergency services prepared for a surge in heat-related incidents. But France was not alone. Spain, Italy, Germany, Portugal, the United Kingdom. Large portions of Europe felt the impact. The heat wave ignored borders. It spread across nations, affecting millions of lives simultaneously. Farmers watched crops struggle under relentless sunshine. Soils dried. Water demand increased. Livestock faced dangerous conditions. Agricultural experts worried about reduced yields and economic losses. For generations, European agriculture developed around relatively predictable climate patterns. Extreme heat challenged those expectations. Fields that should have been thriving began showing signs of stress. The consequences extended far beyond farms. Rivers are among Europe's most important transportation corridors. They carry cargo, support industry, provide water for agriculture, generate energy. Yet during major heat waves, water levels can drop dramatically. Some rivers shrank to levels that threatened shipping operations. Barges could no longer carry full loads. Transportation costs increased. Supply chains faced disruptions. What appeared to be a weather event quickly became an economic event. Industries dependent on water found themselves confronting difficult decisions. Energy providers faced their own challenges. Electricity demand surged as people sought relief from the heat. At the same time, some power generation systems became less efficient. Nuclear plants that relied on river water for cooling had to monitor environmental conditions carefully. Hydroelectric production faced pressure where water availability declined. The heat wave was exposing vulnerabilities across multiple sectors simultaneously. And then there were the cities. Modern cities create what scientists call the urban heat island effect. Concrete, asphalt, glass, steel. These materials absorb enormous amounts of solar energy. They store heat during the day and release it slowly at night. As a result, urban areas often remain significantly warmer than surrounding rural regions. During an ordinary summer, this difference may be manageable. During an extreme heat wave, it can become dangerous. Some neighborhoods became hotspots where nighttime temperatures remained alarmingly high. Residents opened windows hoping for cooler air. None arrived. The heat lingered, hour after hour, night after night. For vulnerable populations, especially the elderly, these conditions pose serious risks. Heat affects the human body in ways many people underestimate. The body relies on cooling mechanisms to maintain a stable internal temperature. Sweating, increased blood flow to the skin, behavioral adjustments, seeking shade, drinking water. But when temperatures rise high enough, particularly when humidity is present, these systems become overwhelmed. Dehydration accelerates. Heat exhaustion develops. Heat stroke can follow. Without treatment, the consequences can be fatal. Public health experts understand this well. That is why heat waves often trigger extensive warning systems. Authorities encourage hydration, limit outdoor activity, check on elderly neighbors, avoid strenuous exercise during the hottest hours. Simple actions can save lives. Yet despite these warnings, heat remains remarkably dangerous because it feels familiar. People have experienced hot days before. They assume they can tolerate another. But extreme heat is not simply a hotter summer day. It is a fundamentally different environmental condition. The European heat wave served as a reminder of that distinction. Meteorologists monitoring the event noted another concerning trend. Heat waves are becoming more frequent in many parts of the world. Records that once seemed extraordinary are being challenged with increasing regularity. Scientists continue studying the relationship between global climate patterns and extreme weather events. While no single heat wave can be attributed entirely to one factor, researchers increasingly observe conditions that favor more intense and prolonged periods of extreme heat. For Europe, this represents a significant challenge. Many cities were historically designed for cooler climates. Buildings often prioritize retaining warmth during winter. Air conditioning adoption remained lower than in some hotter regions of the world. Infrastructure evolved around older expectations. As temperatures rise, adaptation becomes increasingly important. Urban planners are exploring solutions: more trees, reflective building materials, expanded green spaces, improved ventilation, cooling centers, heat-resilient infrastructure. These measures may sound simple, but they could play a major role in protecting communities during future heat waves. Nature itself showed signs of stress during the event. Forests became increasingly vulnerable to wildfires. Vegetation dried. Firefighters remained on alert. A single spark in the wrong place could trigger a major incident. Across southern Europe, concerns about wildfire activity intensified as temperatures climbed and humidity dropped. The relationship between heat and fire is powerful. Hotter conditions drive vegetation. Dry vegetation burns more easily. The result is an environment primed for rapid fire spread. Even regions not directly affected by flames felt the consequences through smoke, air quality concerns, and resource allocation. Yet perhaps the most striking aspect of the heat wave was psychological. People were not merely uncomfortable. Many were shocked. For decades, certain temperatures belonged to other places: deserts, tropical regions, distant climates. Suddenly, those temperatures were appearing in familiar European cities. The extraordinary was becoming possible, and what was once considered rare was beginning to feel less rare. News broadcasts displayed maps glowing red and orange. Weather presenters described temperatures that would have seemed almost unbelievable a generation earlier. Citizens adapted as best they could. Some altered work schedules. Others avoided travel. Outdoor events were postponed. Schools adjusted activities. Communities responded in countless ways. The heat wave became a shared experience stretching across countries and cultures. Everyone was confronting the same invisible force: heat, relentless, persistent, unavoidable. And unlike storms, heat waves often last for days or even weeks. There is no single moment when they arrive, no dramatic landfall. Instead, they build gradually, almost deceptively, each day slightly hotter than the previous one, each night slightly warmer, until eventually people realize they are living through something historic. That realization arrived for many Europeans as temperature records fell. Weather stations logged extraordinary measurements. Meteorologists compared current data with decades of historical observations. The conclusion was unmistakable. This was not ordinary summer weather. This was an event that would be studied, analyzed, and remembered. Yet even as the heat wave dominated headlines, scientists emphasized an important point. Extreme heat is not solely a future problem. It is a present challenge. Communities are already dealing with its consequences. Healthcare systems, agriculture, infrastructure, energy networks, water management. Every sector feels the impact. Preparation matters, awareness matters, adaptation matters. The lessons learned during the heat wave may prove valuable for years to come, because weather records are not merely numbers. Behind every statistic are real people. Families trying to stay cool, farmers protecting crops, doctors treating patients, emergency workers responding to calls, engineers monitoring infrastructure, entire societies adapting to conditions beyond previous expectations. The French and European heat wave demonstrated both vulnerability and resilience. Vulnerability because extreme heat affects nearly every aspect of modern life. Resilience because communities, institutions, and individuals responded, adapted, and endured. As temperatures eventually began to decline, relief spread across the continent. Cooler air returned, cities breathed easier, rivers stabilized, emergency alerts eased, but the memory remained. The experience left questions that extend far beyond one summer. How should cities prepare for future heat waves? How can infrastructure become more resilient? What role will technology play in protecting communities? How can vulnerable populations receive better support? These questions are increasingly important because heat waves are no longer rare anomalies. They are becoming defining events of the modern era. And perhaps that is the true significance of the heat wave that scorched France and Europe. It was not simply a weather story, it was a story about adaptation, about resilience, about the relationship between human civilization and a changing environment. The temperatures eventually fell, the headlines faded, life returned to normal. But the heat wave left behind a powerful reminder. Sometimes the most dangerous natural disasters do not roar. They do not shake the ground. They do not arrive with towering walls of water. Sometimes they arrive quietly, under clear blue skies, with bright sunshine, and they test entire societies in ways few people expect. If you enjoyed this documentary, let us know in the comments. Do you think European cities are prepared for even hotter summers in the future, or will major changes be needed? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more documentaries exploring weather, science, history, and the extraordinary events shaping our world.